Didn't you
Oh, I
read
have
one
it
on
on.
vacation?
Oh yeah, I read the whole series. Oh, Serpent and Dove.
Will you
I read
do
a whole series.
will
Oh,
you do a non-spoiler of that series?
yeah.
A spoiler free. Because I have it.
I haven't
What
like
is that?
Serpent and Dove series. It's a trilogy.
Oh, I want to read that. I have the second one.
Why do you only have the second one? It's a weird place to
'Cause
start.
it was on sale at Half Price Books.
Oh, okay. All
And it
right.
was hardcover, so I bought it.
So I'll give you just like the brief overview of the trilogy, and then we can do it together once you guys read it. But the gist of it is there's this girl who's a witch, and witches are like not accepted like in the cities and stuff. They kind of like live on the outskirts of society, and they're like hunted and persecuted and killed. And she is like away from her like coven clan thing for some reason, and she's in town living by herself as like a thief and like pretending to obviously like not be a witch because witches are murdered all the time. And she stumbles into this like, it's like the almost like Vatican guard or like the church's guard, and they're these soldiers, and their whole job is to like hunt and kill witches. And she gets into a scuffle with this one guy who's like the head of the guard, and they get like this weird situation. And anyway, his mentor ends up suggesting like the good way around this to help them both is like they get married. And so they end up getting married, and it's hilarious because she's a witch and he has no idea, and he's like sworn to kill witches, and he's like hunting witches this whole time. Meanwhile, he's like married to one, and it goes through like the just like a bunch of stuff happens, and her clan is like awful, and the witches are fighting, and there's like other magical like creatures like werewolves and stuff too, and it all comes in. But
That sounds good. What did you rate this? I feel like you didn't love it when I talked
I
to you.
didn't. Yeah, I mean, like I liked the story. I finished the whole series like pretty quickly, but it wasn't. I feel like Akatar ruined everything. It wasn't like Akatar level. So
Throne of Glass.
yeah, it didn't like grab me, and I wasn't like in love with the characters. Like it was a good storyline, it was interesting, but I wasn't like in love with any of the characters, and so that stuff. But
So what did you rate it? I might have missed it.
I think I
Did you
rated
say
it a B.
a
A
B?
B. Yeah.
What was the
And the
spice
first one,
level?
it's very low spice level.
No.
I'm
Why?
sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't write it.
Hmm.
Um, the first one, the books get better too as you go. Like the second one and third one are better than the first, but I would still suggest them. But, I don't know.
Why didn't you like the characters? Were they annoying like that girl from Cruel Prince
No,
or
no. I just like I don't know if it was like the writing style that like I just didn't get like addicted to them, or they were kind of like blah. They weren't bad though.
I feel like after you read Akatar or Throne of Glass, I think like within the first, oh, say 50 to 100 pages of a fantasy book, now I'm like, this is either gonna be good or this is gonna be mediocre. For instance, that one we're reading now, I don't have in the room, this Serpent of Wings in the Night. Even just
The
the first 40
Serp-
pages, I'm like, this is gonna be pretty good. I like it so far, at least.
I think it's I haven't read a vampire story before, so I'm like I don't know if I'm like creeped out by them or intrigued. Like I think they're kind of creeping me out a little bit,
You
but
haven't read Blood and Ash yet,
Yeah.
Liz? Come on.
no, the series
Yeah.
isn't done. I can't read it.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
done this
close.
year.
Is it this year?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are you positive?
The Jennifer has like 3 books coming out this year to finish the prequel city or are 2 being
Yeah.
released for prequel and then 1 for Blood and Ash.
No, supposedly just one for the prequel.
Is the other
But,
one a novella?
maybe.
You don't even know.
I can't remember.
If it was really good, if you can send me proof that the series will finish this year, I'll start it.
I really just don't think that you have any room to say that because you were so adamant about us reading Ninth House and that shit is not done. It's not finished. So I don't know
that was
why
a
this is
mistake.
like only a rule when you want it to be.
No, so Ninth House was a mistake on my part because I like looked it up on Amazon and it said book 1 of 1, and I was like, oh, wonderful, like a nice standalone, like I'll read it. I got it, And it said book 1 of 1 because the other ones weren't even announced yet. But it's obviously a series, and I'm still upset about it. It's a good book.
Same with Book of Night. You bought that for me, and it's for sure going to have a sequel.
So I'm not done with it, so don't ruin it. But that was another one where I didn't think it was going to be a sequel.
It did say 1 of 1. I'll give you credit for that.
Yeah, I need to do more research before I
You
read
would
this stuff.
When I read Ninth House, I was like, how did Liz think this was a standalone book? Because the end, you're just like, wait, what?
No, that was before I read it. That's why I felt safe to buy it. But
So right now we all read Ninth House. Andrea's done with Hellbent. I'm halfway done. Liz has yet to start it. So we'll do that review probably in a month when she actually finishes it.
school's almost done, I promise. I'll get going.
I can't wait till you're done with school. We're gonna be able to read so many more books together.
I know. I agree. Are you gonna
Well, that's Serpent and Dove.
read it? It's good. It's not like amazing though. I wasn't addicted to it.
Fair.